Hi guys, this is at Mus Abbas here today with at Nanny Seams Arts and Crafts. Today we're going to show you a tutorial on how to make flower garlands and flower bracelets. To start with, we'll show you the equipment that you'll need. So firstly, some elasticated thread, a large needle with a large eye to thread the elasticated thread through, so it should be large enough for that thread to easily go through the eye of the needle. There's a scissors and some flowers, a selection of flowers. So firstly, you need to measure, and we're estimating around 10 inches of thread, and then you thread the elasticated thread through the needle and you tie a knot on the one end once we're able to thread that through. So we've threaded the thread through the needle eye. We're now doing a knot to the one end of the thread so that when you do start threading flowers through, they're not escaping through the other end. So just a tight knot, maybe two. There we go. With regards to flowers, you can use whatever flowers you choose. We prefer to use the spray carnations and find that the smaller the flower you use, the better it is for the end effect on the flower bracelet. So this first tutorial is going to be a flower bracelet tutorial. You cut the flower heads, as you can see, as close to the stem as possible. So get them ready, just cut off a few stems and few flower heads in preparation for beginning the threading process. Once you've cut off the flower heads, some of them may not have bloomed and opened up as much as others, so you can just open them up by flicking them through with your finger, gently just opening them up as you can see, so they all look as identical as possible with regards to the shape and the size. And then we start threading through from the top of the flower head, because that's where it's going to be as secure as possible once the thread has gone through. If you take it too far towards the neck of the flower bud, it will just fall off. We found that this is the best way to do it, is to try and keep the thread threaded through closest to the flower head as possible. So just thread them all through. You can have them all in one colour. Your bracelet can be in different colours. The flowers are completely your choice, so it's a matter of personal choice really. So these are the colours that we've gone with. So on this flower bracelet, we've used roughly around 15 flower heads, and once they've been threaded through, you then cut off the needle, or just pull the needle through the end, and this is where you now measure it against the wrist that obviously it's going to be worn with. I'll give you an example. So when tying or measuring the bracelet itself, this is the best way to do it. You can always do it roughly towards your own wrist, and then it can be tightened later on if you may be preparing it for somebody else. So this is the best way to do it, so you get a sort of a nice tight bracelet that measures to your wrist size. Then we're just arranging it the way that we want it to be seen. These are nice for sort of summer parties, summer weddings. Now the ends, once we've knotted it to our size, you then just cut off the extra thread bits. So this is how it looks as the finished piece. That took a total of about 10 minutes to make. Really quick, really easy, really simple. You can sometimes double up the flower bracelet, so you've got this one here. You could add another one, so it's back to back and give you a sort of a fuller effect. We've just added some additional pieces because you can also create your own corsage. So for things like proms, you can use the same idea, the same technique, and all you would do is add a piece of Velcro tied to some ribbon, so a ribbon of your choice, which is what the bracelet would sit on. And then to create your own corsage, you would just add in your little extra pieces. And this is just a bit from the flower bunch that we bought, which we've just added. And you would just stitch that onto your Velcro piece, which would go underneath the flower base for the bracelet.